Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. I can't stop this feeling. Hey guys, me host SuperSorrell. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look, I got the entire wave of Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Cosmo's BAF wave. Woo! And we have all the figures here. We have Drax, Mantis, Nebula, Rocket, Adam Warlock, and Kraglin. That is a big list. Oh, and StarLord. StarLord as well. Why is StarLord not listed on that? Oh, because StarLord doesn't have a piece with him, does he? StarLord is the other figure that doesn't have a piece with him. Right, this looks to be a good set. I've been looking forward to getting Cosmo, but I've heard some things online that he's a bit too big, but we'll have a look. And it's nice to have another StarLord. You can never have too many Chris Pratt figures in your collection. Except I'm excited because this time they're in their proper Guardians attire from the comics. They're in that classic blue look. So I'm looking forward to that because we haven't obviously had one of those since the box set that came out years ago. This was based on the comic book versions. Also, want to see if this head fits on this body. Would be interesting, or vice versa. Let's jump in and take a closer look at these awesome, awesome action figures. I'm not going to bore you to death with me opening these, so I'm going to sit and open them off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at all the action figures together. It's going to be a big vid. Let's do this. Hang on. Why is there no Drax in the box? Oh, because he's invisible. Alright, everyone's out of the packaging, so let's jump in. Kraglin. One of our first figures in the line. He's alright. Standard face sculpt on there. He comes with the whistling dagger weapon thing. I know what I'm saying. Obviously, he's now taken over with the fin from Yondu, so that's now firmly attached into his head, as we've seen from previous films. So that's on there this time, and as I say, he comes with this. Does the effects piece come out? No. The effects pieces does not come out. But he does have a pouch to put the weapon through here. But obviously it's going to have the effects piece coming off of it. So it could look really cool, like he's just whistled it back into the... when it's just flown back into the pouch, I don't know. But it would have been cool if the effects piece would have come off. So you could have it, you know, holstered or in flight. He doesn't come with any of the weapons. That is his main weapon. Articulation on these figures are pretty standard from the usual. So head is on a ball joint. You can make him look up and down, left, right, all that good stuff with some pivot a little bit in the head. The arms lift up to the side hinge and also rotate at the top as well as at the bicep with a double hinged elbow wrapping all the way around, and hands are on a hinge joint. We can crunch him around here at the abdomen a little bit, not too much, but it does move. Legs lift out to the side all the way, as well as forwards, backwards, top thigh cut, double hinge knees on there as well. No boot cut there that I can feel. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's no boot cut on there. But the feet are on rocker and pivot with display peg holes, should you wish to use a display base. I will look at the figures as we go through. If there's any changes in that, I will let you know, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be standard across the range. Like I say, not bad for a first fig. He's not my favourite in the line, I've got to admit. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this version. Me personally, not so much. Oh, he's got another holster there as well. That's cool. Yeah, like I say, me, not so much. Although, that's good because you can do that. I could put the effects piece through there. Haha. If you can play with this a little bit and get it in the right angle, that could be a pretty cool way of having it displayed. I mean, that's quite cool. Alright, on to the next figure. We have Adam Warlock. We've been waiting a long time for Adam Warlock to finally hatch out of his damn egg. And it looks like we're finally getting that in this movie with the inclusion of the Adam Warlock action figure this time around. He looks pretty cool as well. 2 fisticuffed hands, no alternatives. In fact, this is pretty much it. I'm looking around at the accessories. They're all for the Guardians. Yeah, this is it. Adam Warlock's a super being, though. He doesn't really require weapons and things. He can kick the crap out of most most people in the galaxy. I'm loving the look of the new outfit. I wish I had my original Adam Warlock from Marvel Legends here to hand today, so that I could do, so I can put them side by side. Plus, I'd love to know if the golden head fits on this body to have this version, like this version of him kind of thing. I know it would look a bit different, but I do like to do some head swapping stuff. I love head swaps. Yeah, plenty of movement out of him here. He's got the same articulation that Kraglin's got, nothing extra here. His crunch is a little bit better though. You can crunch him actually forwards and backwards on that one. But yeah, nice fig all around. Looks good. That face sculpt looks pretty nice as well. Yeah, looks nice. Not bad first two figs. Uh-oh. We're into tiny figure territory. So, Tiny Rocket Raccoon. He came with one of the biggest parts for the BAF fig. He came with this. And he also came with his big, ridiculously oversized weapon. I still can't get my head around why they keep including these small characters with, in the regular line as their own figures. A bit like Howard the Duck. There's not a lot going for it, other than the fact that it's a main character that they know everybody's going to want, so they could include it in the wave. Although I would have liked to have seen something different this time around. Maybe personally, I would have put Rocket Raccoon with Groot in the deluxe pack. That would have been more friendly to collectors, I think. But yeah, it's nice to get the Groot in the blue. The Rocket in the blue, and it's cool that he's included in the line. We obviously need him. He's a main character in the storyline. But yeah, he's just so tiny. He's just so small for the money. And it took me ages to realise, by the way, that is not a hinge joint. I was sat there going, I'm sure that should open, because it looks like it should, but it doesn't. He does have his really, 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 really big weapon this time around, which I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm sure that's going to weigh him down. That's going to wrap around his shoulder here and put his arm in there. That's just massive. And it's going to constantly weigh him down. I know the tail gives you a bit of back balance. Pew, 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 pew. But there's not a lot else to say other than the fact that the one thing I am really grateful about is the fact that it is at least articulated this time around. He does have knees, he has top thigh cut, he has elbow hinges, he's got everything. He's got the same amount of articulation as the standard figures. So at least he has that going for him. Next up is Drax. Now, obviously we can't see Drax because he's staying so still that he's invisible. But you can see his weapons. Here he is, it's Drax. Sorry, I'm still loving that stupid joke from the movie. Again, it's Drax, so we can attach his knives down there in his shoe. Ching, 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 like so. Again, all the articulation's still the same so far, and he's got a bit more of a proper crunch mechanism there. He's a bigger guy, and then he's got a proper waist swivel attached to him as well. I'm liking the book on this one. The size of the figure is massive. This actually feels like a proper, that is more in keeping with Batista's actual look, isn't it? He's a big guy. So that's cool. Why is his head not moving back? Does he not want to look up? I don't look up. I have to pop the head off and... Yeah, that joint's seized. Oh, no. The neck joint on this one's seized a little bit. There we go. Crunchy. Get the hairdryer on it a little bit and warm it up. But yeah, it's Drax. I'm loving the face sculpt this time around. The face sculpts on these new Guardians are a lot nicer than the previous ones. During the week, stay tuned to my channel because I should have got my original Guardians to compare them to. Because I would like to see if everything matches skin tone wise, so that I can pop this head off and put it on the older version of Drax to update him. Because these new face sculpts are a lot better than the originals. But I do prefer the original outfits. Although, like I say, it is cool to see them in the proper blue costumes. Not that they wore them very regular in the comics, but that's what StarLord, the colour StarLord wore in the comics, isn't it? Then we've got the two awesome ladies from the collection. We've got Nebula, who I've been waiting for a figure for a long time. I never got the original Nebula figure. I don't know why. The original Guardians line, I never picked up a Nebula. And then she became so hard to get hold of. So I've never had one in my collection. So I'm finally grateful to have Nebula. And she comes with this piece that changes. So obviously this hand pops off. And it attaches to the actual hand. Ugh. That really does take some doing, but yeah, then she's got like a sword for an arm. Bit like a liter. That is pretty cool though. I think the likeness is better on this one as well. Again, these new face sculpts are really nice. Loving that face sculpt. I never got the original version of her for the collection, but I did get what was I going to say? I did get the one for the what ifs. It might be cool to see if that head fits on that body. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to do a lot more head swapping shorts and playtime videos, me just messing around. Well, there we go. There she is. And of course we get Mantis as well in the line. Oh, hang on. Whose gun is this for? I realise we've got another big ass gun. Can't remember who that came with now. Was it? It might have been Drax, or maybe it was her, because she does have a trigger finger. It would look ridiculous her holding that though. Is a gun she would use though. Either way, cool. Might even be Mantis. Although she's more into using her like abilities. She's a bit of a wannabe force wielder. If you've seen the Christmas special, obviously you know about her and StarLord now, which is very cool. I'm hoping they explore that more in the new movie. I really enjoyed the Christmas special. It was very fun. And again, this new updated head sculpt for Mantis is beautiful. Very well done. Again, all the articulations the same throughout the line. Okay, the one figure that I did bring to sort of play around with and show you was StarLord. Final figure in the line. He comes with two new pistols this time round. So his pistols are slightly different on this figure. Because these are the original pistols that came with this come with StarLord for quite some time. So he's updated his pistols. And like I say, loving this new face sculpt. Nice new face technology. Really looking good on this one. Which is like a definite bonus because we all remember this guy. What the hell is that? That is just no. So let's see if it works. Take this one off. Go away, foul demon. And let's take this Ginger Hansen boy off this one. And pop it on this one. Yeah! Proper updated StarLord. So I did like the long trench on this StarLord. So yeah, that to me, yeah, that looks good. That might be the one that goes on my shelf, I'm not going to lie. Oops, hair pops off apparently. Okay, be careful, guys. I popped that off with you saw that. That was minimal force right there. Damn. Careful. I was trying to move the neck hinge. Anyway. So yeah, that new face sculpt. It sits on perfectly, by the way. It's not going to fall off. It's fine. Perfect face sculpt for that fig. So yeah. That is definitely where it's going to be on my shelf, I think. Ooh. Yeah, and just for giggles. Oh, that's got to be the worst face sculpt I think oh no, go away. Go away, abomination. And also we had this guy back in the day as well, which is the costume this is based upon. So I'm curious now. It's a completely different shade of blue. It won't go on, but it sits on. It sits on the peg, but it won't go. It won't push itself on, which is interesting. We do have that new updated figure that I did get from Hasbro as well. So we have got that figure to review as well. That's why I've got this guy out. So we'll see more of this guy in that video. See you soon, original StarLord. But yes, but now let's put this back together. What also would be cool to see, in all honesty, I'd love to see if we can pop the arms off this figure to pop this jacket and arms on over the top of the blue. But that'd look pretty cool. Because I bet you at some point in the film he's going to wear that red jacket. I wonder if, because I'm not sure if are they going to be in these blue costumes throughout the whole movie, I wonder? Or is it just for that split second that we've seen in the trailer? There's clearly still more figures to come for this series, because we've still not got a Gamora yet. I've got a feeling there's going to be more to Gamora's story. Or maybe she's not even in the movie that long. I'm wondering if she splits pretty early on in the film and runs away again, because obviously she doesn't know these people. It's a different Gamora from a different timeline, at a different point in time, where she's not met StarLord yet. And because obviously her timeline's now been altered, she'll probably never meet StarLord in her timeline. Shouldn't mess with time. So there he is with his two new guns. Admittedly, I do like these two new guns. I think the new guns are a lot nicer than the original ones. So they're pretty cool. Can't wait to recreate that scene, standing back to back with Groot and put Rocket on the shoulders. One last stand. One last go around. Very cool. Loving that. And then finally that brings us to our BAF fig. Woo! We've made it through. We made it through the entire wave. So let me just pop the head back on this other one. Whoop. There we go. So yes, here we have our BAF fig Cosmo. So tail. Right, tail's in. Looks nice actually. The figure does look nice. There's plenty of movement. I can't be right. I'm going to have to do this 1 minute. Not gonna lie, that took me longer than it should have done. I had to look at the picture to work out what way the dog went on. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, plenty of movement and articulation in the dog there. The dog, even because it's a BAF fig, it's got a lot of pieces to it, so it's got a lot of articulation for a little, dog action figure, which is great, really. It's just that he is absolutely massive. He is absolutely huge. From what we've seen in the program, anyway, I think Apollo was a lot smaller, especially when you do when you're talking about different sizes, like him and Rocket. It just but it's nice though. The figure itself is beautiful. Can't wait to do some photography with it. It's a great looking fig. And the fact that you can move his head around all sorts of different directions to get plenty of movement in there. He's got movement in the middle here to wiggle. He's going to move his tail. He can sit down and stuff. Like, if you want to, you can sit and get him in some really good poses. So, I mean, this is definitely worth being a BAF fig. And it does have its spot in the collection. We've all been asking for a Cosmo for years, really. I just think a lot of people were hoping for the, original comic book version of the dog. I think we have to pop the head off to put that on. Yeah. I thought I broke it then for a second. I shat myself. Yeah, run that way. Why is it going like that? Because it rotates. Ha. Okay. Having trouble with the bottom one going in. Is it upside down? I'm going to have to play around with this off camera, I think. It really doesn't want to go in. And there we go, finally. Finally we have it on. Great looking figs. I think this is a great series. Definitely worth picking up. Just like everything, there is some hits and some misses. I mean, again, I've been collecting Marvel Legends for absolutely years, and I'll still continue to collect my favourite lines. Whilst I have slowed down a little bit on my Marvel Legend collecting over the years, Guardians of the Galaxy will always hold a special place in my heart. I love the movie, and I think it hit home for a lot of people. It's a movie about family, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all these guys back on the big screen very, very soon. The film comes out so soon now. It's not long at all. So I'm really, you would be the one to fall, Kraglin. So like I say, I really am looking forward to seeing these guys back on the big screen. And I believe it is maybe the final part of the Guardians storyline, which is scary as to what might happen. Who might get killed off. Oh, scary concept. But guys, what are your thoughts on these figures? Let us know in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this review today, then please make sure you smash that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us. It really helps us out and helps us to keep making awesome videos just like this. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye!